Let's go. Yo, the legend, Ice Cube, is back on the Cruz Show. Let's get it.
Go.
Cube.
Yay.
Yeah, yay, my guy. Yo, shout to DJ Fuse for that intro right there.
Oh, man, that was crazy. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, that's dope.
Right? Yo, and there's so many more songs. We could be here all day, dog.
That's a beautiful thing.
A blessing, right?
It's a beautiful thing,
blessing, bro. I love the hat you got on today. That's a classic.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah,
yeah,
you know
that block letter Ice Cube.
Nah,
what
sure.
I came out with.
Yes, sir. You know, the LA hat is so important out here in Los Angeles.
It is.
But I believe you're responsible for the Sox hat too.
Well, you know, when the Sox changed their colors to black and gray or silver or whatever, and you know, we used to look for, it wasn't a lot of teams with the black.
Yeah.
You know,
we had like the Kings, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So we was looking to rock a new hat, and that was the one.
Nah, that was the one. It just became such a staple, like a fashion statement.
Yeah, it did. You know, they sold a lot of merch.
Nah, yeah, they did.
What about the color black is it that you like?
Welcome.
You know, I just think it's you know, it's where it all started in a way. You know, it reminds me of, you know, starting off with NWA, locking in on like we was all gonna wear black.
It's defiance, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know, it's really about you know, the color that, you know, I'm most comfortable in.
Nah, for sure. And all this shit is dead. We in mourning. You feel me?
Well, you know, I don't look at it like that.
Yeah,
you know, I just look at it as
too dark, too soon.
Yeah, well, you know, I just look at it as, you know, we serious, so we want to be taken serious.
Yes, sir. Man down. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's get it, man. Let's
it.
talk about the cover, man, because I've been there as a kid.
Yeah.
Right, growing up where I grew up. So I felt this. It spoke to me right away.
Yeah, you know, it's it means different things to different people, but it's really about, you know, what happens when all the, you know, serious men or the men that you know, hold this society up, you know, are down. Like, you know, we gotta, as men, get back up. And, you know, I just feel like as a man, it's nothing to brag about right now. And we just got to get things back in order, so to speak, because it's coming off the rails. And, you know, we just need more serious men around here.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
More serious men who stand up for what they believe in, for their children, for their values.
Everything they believe in. Yeah. You know, don't be afraid to be yourself. And, you know, show the world who you are and not always taking a step back.
It's My Ego is out.
It's
Crazy.
My Ego.
It's My Ego.
Yeah. You know, it's a song that's celebrating our ego. You know, all our lives we told like ego, you know, being full of yourself is a bad thing. But then you have a lot of people who don't even know themselves. You know, they done lost themselves because they trying to conform to society, or they trying to fit in, or they just trying not to be pointed out. Or, you know, some people don't want to stick out, but nobody likes normal, to be honest. Nobody likes regular. I was like, yo, you wanna go eat a regular lunch? You want to go eat a normal sandwich? Nobody will be like, yeah, let's do that. You know, so
right.
You want to be extraordinary, and your ego is the first step in letting the world know you unique.
That's right.
You know, you the only one that's ever been. Ain't nobody coming like you after you. It's just you. And let the world know that.
That's right. Thank you for saying that about me. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. I mean it, man. You the best.
Thank
you
you,
the
man.
best, baby.
My God. Egomaniacs, though, right? And then we get like Busta Rhymes and Killer Mike. Like, yo, like that's extraordinary. That's not blending in. That's gonna stand out.
No doubt. You know, having one of the best on the West, one of the best on the East, one of the best in the South, get down on the track is covering all bases, and people love it. Yeah. You know, we're about to drop a video soon to that track, and you know, keep this thing going.
That's too easy.
You broke that down with so much strategy. You guys were intentional about covering ground.
Of course, you know, everything should be intentional. And you know, we had a song that was really moving, and to have two dope MCs jump on the remix, you know, and then, you know, me, you know, dropping a new verse. It's just all part of the celebrating that song. It's My Ego.
Yeah, man. Yo, the cover's crazy. The music is crazy. You never disappoint.
Thank you.
Report live from it, dog. I think you run towards danger. Is that correct?
Things that I feel like I can speak on in a dope hip hop form.
Yeah.
Is what it's all about.
Storytelling, right?
Yeah. It's about street knowledge. That's what I've been kicking from day one, and I'm gonna continue to kick street knowledge.
Nah, that's for sure, man. Yo, I saw a clip recently where you said, like, I put a lot of people in movies, but nobody has put me in a movie.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to write everything. I don't have to produce everything.
Yeah.
I don't have to direct. But then I thought about that. I'm like, okay, well, Cuba's one of those guys where you think, like, what do I get the guy that has everything, right? And the answer to that, I think, is something small, something that means something, right? So are you down for, like, a legendary cameo, or do you need to be the lead in something for someone to bring you in, like a friend of yours?
Well, I want to have an impact in the movie. If you're gonna bring me in,
It's got to mean something.
just a character that has an impact. It doesn't have to be a large role, but it has to, affect
Makes
the movie.
sense.
Yeah, it's just, a lot of people ask why you didn't put this one in that and this one in that. As far as people in movies, it's if they can't benefit off being in the movie, it's not going to help their career. So I put people in movies when I know I got a role for you that if you get it right, you hit it right, you're gonna blow up. And so, I want the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yes,
give me something juicy. Man. Don't just have me walk through like, Ice Cube in the background.
No, we're not doing
But that's
that.
wonderful.
But it's like extra one.
Yeah,
Nah, we're not doing that. I'm like, Cube could have been in the new Gladiator joint. You feel me? You got the classic stare down, the classic mean mug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you could have been in that. Or
I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know if I want to be in it.
What's got Denzel in it, dog?
After I see it, maybe I change my mind.
For sure. Cube, this is Jackie Ramirez. She's an in-stadium host at Dodger Stadium. She's on the Cruz Show daily.
Salute. How you doing?
I'm so proud to be from LA, and
That's right.
and I know you performing at Game 2 was such a legendary moment. I do want to tell you though, behind the scenes, seeing how everything panned out,
Yes.
everyone was so nervous, so excited. But I also noticed my boss had gotten a bunch of merch for you.
Yes.
And I felt so bad because I had told my boss at Dodgers, I was like, yo, they just gave you a gang of stuff right now. Like, you got hats, you got Lettermans. And he's like, okay, cool. He want to go check it out. He goes, this is actually for Cube. None of this is for me. And I felt so bad.
You have to keep nothing.
Yeah. But it's dope to be a part of something like that. So legendary. I mean, it's, like I said, it was a pivotal moment.
Next level, not in my wildest dreams that I think I was going to be able to be a part of, a Dodgers World Series versus the Yankees. That's just, it was, I couldn't have scripted a better story. And so to be in Game 2, after Freddie Freeman hit that legendary grand slam,
Crazy.
in Game 1, the
energy
crowd,
was still in the stadium.
Yeah, it was still in the stadium.
Yeah.
Everybody was ready to explode. And so, and I think I was a pleasant surprise too. So it just was like, damn, we at the World Series versus the Yankees. We had a grand slam to win Game 1, and we get an Ice Cube concert.
Yeah.
Bro.
It was like,
And everybody is singing, all ages. Everybody, parents are singing, their kids are singing along. Everybody's rapping along to every single word. Even
Yankees players.
yeah.
Yo, did you glance over? Because, dissing the enemy while they're standing there is some OG shit.
Yeah, I looked in they dugout a few times.
saw Verdugo moving?
pointing at them. Yeah,
Yo, Q.
Yo, that's some G-ass shit. That's some West Coast shit right there.
Hey, we know how to set trip on anybody out here, man.
And it's so
easy.
crazy too because that it's like a WWE entrance. Like center field gates open up and you walk in and everyone's like, I hear his voice, but I need to see him.
Yeah, it was beautiful, and my man Jesse Collins, salute, big time producer. He produced the Super Bowl with Dre. He produced the Oscar where Will Slap Chris. And and me and him produced Hip Hop Squares together, a few years back. So getting the call and knowing that he was, gonna produce this segment, I knew it was gonna be next level.
So he didn't produce the Fat Joe segment.
He did.
He did?
No!
He did. Yeah, he did. It was just,
Technical difficulties.
Well, when you down 0-2, nobody want to hear no damn rap. You know what I'm saying? You want to get to the game.
fucking right.
You ready to get to the game, man. You know, so he had an uphill battle. You know, being down 0-2. The same kind of energy wasn't in the building like we had.
Nah,
They just want to hear the national anthem and that's it.
Yeah, they really don't want to hear that. They just want to get to the game.
Real talk. Let's
You
get
know,
to it.
let's
right?
get to it. You
and
know,
then
they
you're
trying
back
to get
on
a
parade.
win.
Then you're back on parade day.
Yeah, you know,
And
they
then, boom,
invited me back.
performance.
Yeah,
Let's run it back.
Let's run it back. You know, and it was great. You know, Dave Roberts came up there. And,
He was having
you know,
fun.
He had fun.
He was in the
You know,
moment.
Hey, he was a little faded. You know what I'm saying? That champagne was, you know what I mean?
backing it up.
He was.
They were
he
in the
was-
sun, they were
He
drinking.
done had, you know, you could tell he was partying all night, all morning.
We've all made a few mistakes while day drinking.
Hey, you know, it was warm out there that night. It was warm. I mean, that day. I mean, the sun was beaming. You know what I mean? It hits you a little different when you're off that, you know, that
man,
liquor.
You come out to bow down, and then you yell like we doing this for Fernando, like day one.
Wow.
Definitely.
Like man, like let's go LA.
Big
Like
fan of Fernando, man. I remember Fernando Mania. You know, I remember how it just swept the city, and we was all rooting for him because of, you know, where he come from. Like, you know, we felt like, somebody that was straight, you know, from the bottom to the top.
trenches,
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And was blowing him away. You know, like they could not hit Fernando for nothing. So it was great to be able to honor him and win a World Series versus the Yankees.
man, insane, right? Crazy. What's up, Carson?
Couldn't write a better script.
For real. Hey, on Man Down, one of my favorite songs is So Sensitive, at least the ones that I've heard, because I feel like that song needed to be, you know, sung and be out there in the world because everybody is so sensitive on the internet. But there's a line that says, don't be a pussy all your life. Sometimes you got to be a dick.
You got to be a dick sometime and get hard.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I feel that shit. I feel that pause.
Yeah. You know,
I'm with that all day.
Yeah.
Why
So
was it important to make that? Why was it important to make that song right now? Do you feel that the world is headed in a place that we can't do anything, like where comedians are getting checked, where rappers are getting checked, where it's just become too sensitive?
exactly. You know, that's his. You know, nail on the head. We can't worry about people's feelings over the facts. You know, it's facts over feelings all day. And, you know, when people start to, you know, get too sensitive over things that, you know, maybe they should brush off or keep it moving, then everybody start to censor themselves and, you know, not be themselves and, you know, try to be so politically correct. And now everything sucked, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's another thing where I think, you know, people need to, especially the men, you know, you gotta harden up, man. You gotta, you know what I mean, toughen up. Damn, just toughen up, man. Don't don't worry about it. Everything ain't gonna go your way, man. You ain't gotta always complain about it. You know what I'm saying?
but it sucks sometimes.
It do, man. You know, get this man a tissue, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, keep a tissue, man. Go cry in the car. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's all I do.
Go cry in the car. We'll keep it in the car, man. You know what I'm saying? When you get out, man, look hard.
Hey, keep it in the shower too.
Yeah,
You ever cry in the shower.
cry.
That's sad.
Yeah, that is sad.
That's
if
sad.
you cry and you already getting wet, that's
It doesn't count.
yeah. It's like crying in the rain.
Crying in the rain.
Yeah.
You mentioned like, you know, you're being tough and all of this, and with the song, what are you sensitive about though? I feel like there
I'm
has
sensitive
to be
about sensitive people. You know, it's like that get on my nerves. That irritates me to see
I feel it.
somebody a little too, you know, like, man, toughen up, man. I don't want to hear it.
That's
like
right.
I'm like, man, shut up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear complaining and crying and, you know, especially if it's, you know, something, you know, we all going through the same thing.
Yeah, we
you know
are.
what I mean? So
But as a father, you have
toughen
to be
up.
a little sensitive, right, to the kids, right?
Well, I
Growing
am
up.
to the kids, but not to the adults.
Once you grown, fuck you.
Yeah, like suck it up, man. Your time is over. You ain't a kid no more. You had your time to be, to be a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Time to be a bitch.
You had your time to be a bitch,
Yeah, your
man.
bitch time over, dog.
Yeah, you gotta
You got a
toughen up
mustache.
now. Yeah, exactly.
What was that moment for you though that you realized like, yo, I gotta toughen the fuck up and I gotta stop being fucking.
I think it was early
Yeah,
for
it was
Cube.
super early.
Yeah,
Had to be.
Yeah, man. Like growing up in my neighborhood on Van Wyck, you
Man.
either you
gotta grow
toughened up
fast.
or you got punked or bullied all the time, and I wasn't going for that.
Even
So
by
I was
your own
like,
family.
fight back. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You got to squad.
Didn't
You got
your
squad.
Isn't that how the name Ice Cube came about? Your brother threatened to like put you in a freezer?
Yeah, he threatened. They used to put the refrigerators on the curb, and people would come pick them up when they got too old or whatever. And one just, one of them, they stay on the block forever. It's like, damn, when they gonna pick this thing up? She was like 3-4 weeks just on the curb, and brother got mad at me and was like, I'm gonna throw your ass in that freezer up the street. And when they pull your ass out, you're gonna be Ice Cube. So I was like, whatever, you ain't gonna catch me. And so when I went out, I was just telling everybody, call me Cube. I'm Ice Cube. I'm
Yeah.
Ice Cube. I'm Ice
And
Cube.
there it is.
And that refrigerator was just looking at us. You know what I'm saying? So, like, call me Ice Cube. It's
there for
and then
months.
It just stuck.
Right.
Just stuck.
Yes, sir. Yo, when you go to a Cube show, man, like Latinos are in the audience. I mean, they're the majority, I think, out here in Los Angeles when it comes to Ice Cube and the fan base that you have.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Much love. It's always been love and respect. I think we got a dope record with me and Be Real called Let's Get Money Together.
Yes, sir.
And I think it's going to be an anthem for LA. It's going to be, a call for us to work together more as, so closely, entwined in LA. You know what I mean? So let's get it.
Yeah.
To that point, sorry, Primo, like the impact of hip hop though is global, right? It's all
Yes,
through Latin
100%.
America.
Yes.
Have you ever done a Latin America tour?
No.
That's
I haven't
fucking
done it.
crazy.
Nah. I've done Brazil, but that's it.
Yeah,
Would you ever?
Of
we need
course.
Cube in Mexico, dog.
Dog, Mexico,
It'd be crazy.
Colombia, Argentina. I mean, everywhere, G. All Latin America. You're loved.
You're a janky promoter. Put it together. Let's do it.
I mean, but hey,
Let's put it together,
Give me the
lads.
green light. I'll put it together.
Let's put it together. No budget. So we have to make this happen somehow, okay? And then Cube got to get paid at the end of the day. At the end of the day, man.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Man down. Let's talk about the features, man, and how they
Yeah.
came about.
All the homies, so to speak.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So you got Snoop, E40, Too Short, Corrupt, Be Real, like I said, Exhibit. We all been down for so long, and some of us done records before together, some of us haven't, and it's only right. Especially, I wanted to lean into the West Coast on this record, lean into our flavor, how we do music. Not always chasing this sound or that sound, but people love that them West Coast grooves. Those melodies. You know what I mean, that funk, that G funk. You know what I mean, that's our style. Especially in the Southern California. So.
100%.
Lean into it, do what we do best.
Yeah. It's classic
not always
Cube.
reaching.
It's classic Cube. It's who you are.
Yep.
Is what we get. You feel me?
Yeah. This record is really for the day one fans.
That's it. Yeah.
If you're a day one fan, you're gonna love it. Everybody else got to get in where they fit in.
Too easy. Is there a song on there that we haven't heard that you can't wait for the world to hear?
Ghetto Story, She Sanctified, Especially You. I think it's a lot of good songs on there,
Yeah.
and I can name them all. Really.
Why She Sanctified?
It's a classic. When you hear the music, you'll know exactly where we got it from. We got Snoop on there, E40, Too Short, and October London. So it's a smash.
Yeah. Shoot it to me, dog. Let me hear it now, man. Hit play, Q.
Got you, man. Got you. No
Let's
problem.
get to it. What's up, Jack?
On the notes, it says that your wife is your best friend. How important is it for you to just really be like a man and hone in on really being dedicating to your partner and being that person for them?
It's everything. It's the most important part of my life, because we've built, beautiful family together, great kids. We got grandkids. So it's that's every parent dream is to raise good children, and like we've done it together as partners. She's done a lot of the heavy lifting because sometimes I wasn't there, and so I appreciate her for just being the type of person that she is. And she could care less about Hollywood and the music business and all this. She's just happy being herself and not really looking to be in the spotlight or any of that. So I respect her for that, because you can easily get caught up in the cameras and the lights and the action and want your credit. So since I know she won't take her own credit, I like to give her her props for being the kind of woman she is.
See, Jack, there are good men in this world. She doesn't believe there is. But,
no, I truly
it was International
believe there
Man Day the other day. The other day, she couldn't find one nice thing to say about it.
No, I did. How much do your grandkids get away with more than your kids did?
Not much. You gotta teach them right from wrong, no matter if they're yours or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta show them, what they can do, what they can't do, and as long as they do what they're supposed to do, they don't have no problems out of me.
That's right. That's right. But
I gotta, you gotta correct your children and make sure, they know right from wrong, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable.
Yeah.
And that you are serious about them, doing what they're supposed to do. And then you can love them to death after that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Spoil them.
Yeah, as much as they need to be.
True, very true. Yeah. All in moderation, right?
Yeah, if they want something, get it for them.
That's it. You have permission to discipline them? I give my parents this. I don't give my dad permission. I give my mom permission to discipline my kids.
Discipline in what way?
I don't know. If you got to tell them don't do that or sit down
I'm gonna
or
do that.
out.
If you in my house,
then we got rules.
House rules is
I run
my
this.
rules.
I run this. You in here, you gotta abide by the rules in my house. And so that's
right.
just it.
That's the way it should be. What's up,
I'm not gonna ask permission for that.
Hey, Cube, I know you're a legendary Raiders fan. Should the Raiders tank to try to maybe get Shador or to get somebody, maybe Lord Dion, to be the coach of the Raiders?
I don't believe in tanking, even if you want to get a player. Try to win every game. Like, that's what the fans pay for. And then, let the chips fall where they may when it comes to draft. Tanking is very dangerous. It could, erode the league if, fans, like, what if a team, like, I remember the 76ers, I think they tanked like 3 or 4 years in a row. And I don't know if they've recouped from that as far as fan base, as far as what have they gotten out of that, but more misery. And sometimes it's how you do things. So if they end up losing and getting him, that's cool, but I ain't with the tanking.
Let's get it right.
Play to win. Play to win.
Let's go out fighting, right?
Play to win every time. I'm not paying or, spending 3 hours to watch you lose on purpose, man. I could do something really good.
Yo.
That's real.
Yeah. I could be making the EP, dog.
Be doing anything other than that. If I know you're going to lose, I'm not watching.
I'm out. Yeah, exactly.
Not even watching.
100%. Yo, what's the future for the Big Three?
Go, season 8. We're selling more teams. And, just grow the league organically, get new talent, You know what I'm saying? Hopefully get new sponsors. We're looking for a second platform to play the games that's not on CBS. So, you know, we got big things.
Yeah.
With the big three.
I think Netflix could stream the games, man.
Yeah, they can. You know, all it take is a check.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
You're
Man,
like,
that's
yeah.
it, man. You know
Cube, how authentic are you when it comes to doing those deals with these big corporations?
how what?
How authentic are you? Like,
What you mean by
just straight
authentic?
up? Like, you just, that's what I need, boom, boom? Or, like, how are you with the delegating?
Well, it's a process.
I mean, you got to play ball a little bit.
Yeah, I mean it's a formula that they're looking for.
Got it?
They're looking at for you to check boxes that they need checked. And if you check all the boxes, you know, they should do the deal. If you don't check as many boxes, then they're probably not going to do the deal. And so, you know, we go in very confident. You know, our ratings are better than MLS, NHL. The WNBA caught us this year because of Caitlin Clark, but you know, so our ratings are up there with some major sports that's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
So we deserve a great platform to display our games like we are on CBS.
Yeah, man.
I'm still campaigning for that big 3 box. Remember, I was telling you about like just
The snacks?
the snacks, like the
Hey.
at the concession stand.
Yeah, I mean, we talking to, a few different companies. You know, I just had this munchie meal with Jack in the Box. Yeah. You know, that was great.
Legendary.
Yeah, it was great. And, it was really successful for them. And so we talking to them about doing something with the big 3. Hopefully they'll,
right.
jump on it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jack and the crack all day.
Ah, man.
You feel me? Yes, sir. Yo, as a legendary Laker fan and as a father, what do you make of LeBron and Bronny?
Bronny, it's time for him to go to work.
Yeah.
LeBron as a father has done about as much as he can do. Got him to the league. Now it's really up to Bronny to put in that work and keep himself there.
Yeah. It's
really,
going to take a lot, but he's got to get to it.
Yeah, at a certain point, daddy can't do no more for you. You got to do it yourself.
Mm-hmm. You got to man up.
Yeah, or just, prove you belong.
That's it, yeah. Prove it to yourself, right? At the end of the day.
If you really want to be there, yeah, why not?
Sure, yeah, man.
If you really want to be there,
It's a tough space to be in, There's a lot of pressure, but he's got the right people behind him.
Only pressure is to put the ball in the hole. If you do that, everything take care of itself. That's the only pressure that he should worry about is putting that ball in the basket. Everything will take care of itself. At the end of the day, he don't have to play basketball. He's cashed out. His daddy is LeBron.
Yeah.
So, if it don't work out for him, he'll be all right. I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna.
He'll be straight,
shed
right?
Too many tears.
Yeah. No, he's going to be fine. He's going to be
He'll
fine.
Be all right.
Does Bronny have a space in the big 3?
Yeah, of course. He can always come out and try to make a team. We can't give him a space, but he can
Earn it.
get drafted and earn the space.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you were ready to have Caitlin Clark in the league.
Yeah, we were.
You were fully prepared for that.
Yeah, we think she would have did well. Yeah. Because, in our league, if you look at the style of play, yes, it's pretty rough, but the small guards have had success. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, Nate Robinson, these are smaller guards and they've been able to get loose. So she's a, guard that could shoot and pass, so we felt like she could really have a chance to get loose. Now, if she was a bigger player that had to play in the paint and kind of bang, then we would be like, I don't know. That's probably not a good idea.
Right.
But we think she had a legitimate shot to not only play but flourish, especially with her range.
Yeah, for sure. No, that would have been
Man,
great.
the co-ed league would open up a lot of more doors and check a lot of more boxes.
Yeah, what a milestone.
Yeah, I mean, the right player will get drafted one day, and we'll have a co-ed league if the guys draft a female player.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Garcia?
Hey, you've always been a risk taker when it comes to music. Obviously, like No Vaseline being probably the best diss song ever. And then
Probably.
yeah, for sure. Sorry about the miswording. But another song that always sticks out to me that I wish people would do, because everything's cyclical in hip hop, right? Like, was Jacking for Beats. At that time when you did that, and you literally took every fucking best beat from East Coast and the West Coast, and then said, "I'm gonna do this shit my way." Why don't people do things like that anymore in hip hop?
It there's 100% of publishing on a song. That song has so many different beats, and those beats sampled beats. I think we had like 750% of publishing on that song, because it was like it was more writers than the song could hold. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So that's why those are not done, because when you take somebody's beat and they've sampled from somebody, now you have to pay not only the rapper who beat it was, but you also have to pay the who he sampled from. So you're double paying for one song. And then if that guy sampled 2 or 3 songs to make his beat,
that makes the list longer.
Yeah,
it's a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, it starts to get. It starts to get
it's more paperwork.
Mind-boggling. You know what I'm saying? So, my guy came to me. I remember Brian Turner was like, Don't ever do another one of these again. This is it. This is it. This is like for my last trick. This is it. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever do this again. Yeah. This was a headache and a nightmare.
Man, but thank God you did, Cube. For hip hop, thank God you did. It set a tone and it set the bar.
Exactly.
To this day.
Yeah, it was just business wise, it was a nightmare.
Nah, man. You're a Red Vine guy?
Yep.
Yeah, fuck Twizzlers, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Those
Shit
are the
tastes
worst
like
fucking
plastic.
things ever, dog.
Yeah, you might as well eat a straw.
Eat a plastic toy.
Yeah.
And enjoy that.
Yeah, man. Red Vines is the way to go.
That's right. That's right. My guy Cube is here, man.
Yeah.
Man down. Congratulations, Cube.
Appreciate
you got a home
you.
here all day.
Oh, man. Appreciate y'all,
always an
man.
honor
Thanks
to
for
have
the
a legend in
support.
here.
I can't wait till you guys hear the rest of the record and get a chance to enjoy it,
Yeah.
Just personally, I just think it's West Coast flavor we've been looking for.
Yes, sir. Nah, you gonna play it for me before you leave, dog. You know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
you.
We not little no more, Cube.
I got
feel
you,
me?
man. I got you.
That's right, pretty. Keep being authentic, Primo. Let him know what it is, dog.
No, he has my email.
Fuck his email.
Let him know what it is.
Talk to my big brother, bro.
I'm gonna hit y'all with some CDs.
Yo, I saw you signing CDs, right? You got hard copies.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all on we in the 90s.
Come on, man.
Just with a CD.
Too easy, man. Got the Toyota CD player. Let's get it, man.
Let's do it, man. You got to pull it out.
Yes,
you
sir.
got to pull out that Celica.
The Celica.
Celica.
That's right. The Sentra.
Yeah, man. Pull out that Celica, boy.
That's right. Yo, that's Café de Olla right there, and that is pan dulce concha sweet bread, I guess. If you want some of that, it was brought for you.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's for you, player.
I thought it was decorate. I'm like, man. What
So it's sweet bread. It's bread. It's
Mexican sweet
called
bread.
conchas. Yeah, it's Mexican
that
sweet
right?
bread.
Honestly,
yeah.
it all tastes the same. It's just different colors. It's,
Okay,
it's the dye. To be
much,
honest,
yes,
bro.
food
Like,
coloring.
just being honest with you.
let's see what this
I'd like to get your honest reaction for the culture. Cube is trying a concha for the very first time.
Ice concha.
It's concha.
good. Well,
See, Cube is a realist.
this
He's
is
like,
hard. This is hard to suck. This is good. Like, pastry and
right?
frosting on the top.
That's pretty much
How
it,
can you
right?
miss? It was good.
Yo, man, we appreciate you, Cube, always, man. Thank you for your
Appreciate y'all,
time.
too.
Let's
Thank
go. Man Down is the album. Cruz Show, Real 92.3.
Yeah.
Yo, check out more of our YouTube interviews now, ASAP+. Download the free iHeartRadio app so you can check out the Cruz Show podcast.